Let's move on to Texas Tech at Houston. And I picked Houston. You picked Texas Tech. So you were wrong. Eat it.
Yeah, well,
You were wrong.
Texas Tech should have won this game.
Would have, should have, could have.
Hey, you could say the same thing about Alabama then, but we made excuses for
Yeah, but
them.
there were no injuries for Texas Tech.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but I'll give credit to Houston and especially Kingston Flemings. He didn't have a great first half, but man, did he come alive in the second half. And he hit some really big shots and none bigger than that three to ice the game. I think, let me go. I'm trying to remember what the score was. Let me go look at it real quick. Score was 62-60. 62-60. And no, 63-62. 63-62 for Houston. And Kingston Flemings goes down and just walks right into a 32-footer. He wasn't on the 3 line. That's longer than the college 3.
And hey, you need to contextualize this too. There was only 57 seconds left when Houston was up 63-62, and Houston got the ball. And that's when this happened.
Yeah, and he hit the 3 with 30 seconds left to go. And there was just not enough time for for Texas Tech to score 4 points. They did make a 3, but then they had to foul, and Houston's a great free throw shooting team. I'll give credit to Houston's defense. Like you said, their defense is going to keep them in all their games. I think my biggest problem with Kingston Flemings making that 3 is there was nobody really, like, there was somebody kind of close, but like you got to get into the guy. Like you got to step into him and make him shoot it over you. And he just didn't. He kind of like let him walk into it. The biggest factor probably was turnovers, which again, Houston's defense. Texas Tech had 14 turnovers, and Houston scored 13 points off of those turnovers. Houston only had 6 turnovers, which is a great number. I mean, if you're below 10 as a coach, you need to be really happy about that. This was a great game. I think these are some of the 2 best teams in the Big 12 this year. Even though the Big 12 is so crowded, they're just they're both definitely top 5 for sure. But I thought that Christian Anderson and JT Toppin would be enough, but Christian Anderson, man, they just shut him down. He went 3 for 11 overall, 1 for 5 from 3, and he had 7 points. But Jalen Petty finally came alive. He finished with 20.
Good game. Very good game.
Donovan Atwell actually had a pretty solid game for him. I mean, he shot 3 for 10 overall, but still finished with 13, which is good for him because he's been horrible. But
you're roasting this man.
I mean, it's just true. But the bench on both sides, guess the total bench points. What do you think what the total bench points is combined? Just try and take a guess.
10.
2.
2 total?
2 total. Only one person scored for Texas Tech on the bench, and that was it. No one.
Yikes.
So, like, these teams are going to have to get bench help, or they're not going to make a run. And your Houston championship is going to fall real short unless they can come together.
That is not good.
It was a great game. Houston is the better team. I just thought Texas Tech winning against Duke and playing Houston would like give them the edge. But it is what it is. Tucker beat me on this week, so
it happens. I mean, I like that pick actually. I was tempted to take it. I'm going to take Texas Tech when Houston goes and plays at Texas Tech. I'll tell you that right now. I thought the difference was what they did against Christian Anderson. And I thought it was kind of bold, but it worked. I don't know if you saw that. They were double teaming him. Every time Christian Anderson dribbled across half court, they double teamed him. And, you know, like, I mean, they were hounding him. And it was like he did not know how to handle that double team. You know what? I didn't see too many turnovers from him, but like it was just like these, I don't know, just made him uncomfortable and shaky, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was smart by Kelvin Sampson. Like, we're not going to let this guy beat us. This dude has been dynamic. He has been insanely good. We've got to get the ball out of his hands. And it's risky because you leave like JT Toppin possibly open or Atwell or, Lawan Watts, whatever, but like it paid off. And I will say Texas Tech was making some talking about boneheaded turnovers toward the end of the
Oh,
game. It's like,
I forgot to say that.
what are they doing? Like they were just there was one time where like it was just a normal pass to the wing from the top and it just hit the player in the head and went out of bounds.
You just dropped it. Yep. I was like,
It's like, oh no. And it was like crunch time. After that was like after a turnover as well. So like they
yeah,
had another one.
Anderson dribbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, that he did have one where he just dribbled it right off his foot, you know?
Yep. I'm
But
just like,
that's
dude.
I think some of that has to be attributed to Houston's defense.
Yeah, it
You know,
does a little.
they hound you and they are like relentless. Everybody defends. So, anyways, it was at Houston and that was going to be a tough game. And Texas Tech hung in there. They could have easily won this game. You're right. They really could have.
Yeah.
What I like about Houston too is not just their defense. You alluded to it. This team takes care of the ball. 8.9 turnovers a game, Dalton.
That's really
That is really, really good. And so, but they also have, I'll say this. I think their offense can be limited, but Dalton, they have big shot makers this year. Kingston Flemings, when the time comes, he is a big shot maker. I think Emmanuel Sharp is even a big shot maker. Those two guys in the crunch time will hit the big shots. I mean, Emmanuel Sharp did have a really nice like fadeaway jumper, to kind of tie it up or put them up by 2 or something. And they may not be the most elite offensive team, but they make timely buckets. So, any other thoughts on this game, Dalton?
I forgot to say this. I can't find the exact stat, but Houston is now 60-4 at home.
Yeah, they're insane, dude, at home.
And
Never beat them though.
I think the last time they like I think they're like 45 and they're 45 and 1 at home in the last season or the last 2 seasons, and the team that beat them was Texas Tech last year.
It was last year in February, I think.
Yeah.
Texas Tech beat them, and that was a good game too.
Yeah, I think it was 45 or 46 games in a row that they've won at home, and Texas Tech is the only team that's beat them there. I think, I can't remember because I couldn't find the exact stat. So if you find it, you can just say it, but I couldn't find it. But still, Houston, honestly, with that stat, I should have went with Houston because they're just so good at home. But I stuck with my gut. I trusted my gut and thought that they would get the job done.